Hi everybody and welcome to my Do What You Love series. So my name is Kia and I'm a creative coach and happiness expert. So in this video series, I'm taking you along a beautiful journey of getting to know yourself better. And by answering the different questions that I set you or the different exercises every week, you will begin to create a huge entire picture of who you are as a human being, which will feed into answering that enormous question of what is my passion and purpose and how can I do what I love? Because I coach people and creative women especially all the time on how to actually turn their passion and purpose into a viable career, how to actually do what they love rather than just think about it or try and do it but maybe not actually make enough money for it to seem viable. But the step before that is to just ascertain first what your passion and purpose truly is, because it's very easy to jump on a path with excitement and passion and realize it's actually not truly what you want to do, and therefore you lose steam or you get bored or you get stuck. So if you haven't watched any of the previous videos, I suggest you pause this, click on my name and go back and look at all the videos that I've done and start from the beginning. Every week I just do 5-minute videos that get you going with a little exercise or some questions to answer or something to think about, which is going to have huge value in your journey to doing what you love. So this week is a really interesting one. The first time I asked myself this question, oh my goodness, I had no idea the amount of insight I'd get from it. So this week, I simply want you to ask yourself, who do I envy? Because there's often a lot of negativity around the word envy or jealousy, and we can often feel almost quite guilty that we have those feelings sometimes, but those feelings are incredibly, incredibly insightful and powerful for this journey of doing what you love. You see, these people that you are envying, they show you what is possible for your life. They're actually a gift for you that life sends you. You're supposed to notice the people that make you feel uncomfortable because they have something that you want. And why? It's to help them highlight what your desires are. They're little signposts that are there that you could easily overlook it. And not only do they show you what your true desires are, because when you envy somebody, it's basically, I want a bit of that. But sometimes we can mistake it for I want exactly that. But quite often it's just a flavor or just a notion or an idea. And there's just something about it that gets your attention. So not only are they a gift because they highlight that to you, but also they show you it's possible. They show you that this thing that you want, that you've probably created a story around through your belief system or your conditioning or your peers or your family, that tells you you can't have that. These people are a gift because they show you, oh yes, you can, because if they can have it, anybody can have it. They're no more special than you. They're just showing you what is possible. Isn't that fascinating? That understanding and thinking about who you envy can have such a positive effect on your life, because what you're doing is you're seeing your potential out there. They're mirroring to you what is possible. So you can see the potential. And then of course you get those natural feelings you can't control of, I envy that. And what I believe is that your soul knows that you are worthy of experiencing it. But a way of it communicating that to you is through your feelings. And envy is a brilliant feeling that your soul can use in order to communicate to you. You want that and you can have it too. And so I believe that these people help guide you to your next steps if you are clever enough and alert enough and have these kind of tools about you to notice when it happens and take some time to study it. Like I said, I think they're little signposts along the way that help you that help light the way for your journey ahead. So this question, when you ask yourself, who do I envy? I want you to go through various different arenas in life. So who do I envy in terms of their lifestyle? Who do I envy in terms of objects, things that people might have? Whose attitude do I envy? Whose clothes do I envy? Whose job do I envy? Whose relationships, spiritual connections, beliefs, whose freedom maybe? Just really take it as wide as you like and really give yourself enough time here. Get the journal that I always tell you to pull out for this Do What You Love series. Write that at the top, who I envy. and go through all those different examples I've given you and write down who you envy. And then once you've got who you envy, with maybe just like a mark next to it, I envy this because, you know, she always has great hair, she has a great coat, I love her clothes. I envy him because, you know, he seems to be doing what he loves, and he has adventures maybe. I envy her because she has this really powerful job and people really respect her, and that's something that seems to be attractive to me. You know, just capture it all there and then distill it and say, okay, this tells me this is what I want. If I know that I'm envious of this and these details, what is it I actually want? Because sometimes it's not straight up you want that. I'll give you an example. When I did this myself, I wrote down, I envy Heidi Swapp. Now, Heidi Swapp is an American scrapbooker who I have followed for years. I adore so much about her. I adore her attitude. I adore her job. I adore her creativity, and something that's always stuck in my mind is that she has these incredible creativity inspiration trips with her girlfriends. So she and 3 other women, I think it is, will go like all across the world together for maybe a week on this creative escape where they're going simply to absorb inspiration. Isn't that amazing? As a creative person and a creative coach, I'm like, I like that. But when I sat down and went, now what is it that I'm seeing that I like? Okay, that's the thing that I envy. But what is it that I want? I realized I want the creativity inspiration trip, but I don't really want to do it with girlfriends. That doesn't excite me. I want to do it on my own. Oh, wow, then I get tingles. Hang on, I've just uncovered something in my journey. I desire alone time to go and have a solo adventure, which is all about absorbing inspiration and doing really fun creative things. Very interesting. I didn't know that until I asked myself the powerful question of who do I envy? So grab your journals and a pen and get writing and enjoy this one. Enjoy looking at something that has such a dirty association as envy and jealousy, and get all the goodness out of it because there's so much there for you.